well with Garden. And we're going to see if we can do some of the quests that he's been having a little bit of trouble with. Hopefully, it'll help to have the accomplished. However, I'm trying to get the chat up over here. There we go. All right, chat is ready. And so, hopefully, we can get to wherever it is he is trying to go to. I also have quests, of course. And so, looks like he might be thinking about attacking this road. Maybe not. Alright. Let's see what we've got going on here. Me running into doors. This is so often the case. In these little tiny holes. Even though I'm a gnome, I have a little trouble getting around. Small openings. I don't know exactly what he's looking for. What on earth is he doing? Looking for something he'd say. I think I know what he's looking for. Hold on here. If so, then on 60s on Origin says up to 7. Right. This person is saying they don't remember how to make a guild. Let's see. That shouldn't be the group. Let's see that. So to make a guild, you'll need at least 5 people. You really need exactly 5 people in the group. Don't remember how much, but it's not that much. Let's see, for food on foot, let's see, it's gonna be over this room here. It's in a low-lying building nearer to the start, let's say. Let's see here. Hey, Dirk, are you there? Looks like he needs this one black bats from news, but grab it. Alright, let's see. We got this building. I don't think. I don't think it's this one. Maybe. I don't think so. Maybe this one. No. The problem is, most of these buildings look very, very similar. I don't remember which one it is. Could be, well, hey, honestly, it could be any of these. It's one of these in here. Maybe this one. Maybe not. No, maybe not. Hmm. Don't remember. Let's see if we can see it on the map there. Let's try filtering. Clearing all. He needs it for a quest, so it would be a quest update. And it's definitely one of these houses. Well, I think. Okay, so there it is. Right there. Alright. We may not have run across that in a moment if I was thinking when I was looking around. But okay. So now food on foot. I feel like I don't remember if I've done that with this character yet or not. But hopefully he is here. Box has a strong smell of ink. There seems to be about a small, odd parchment filed inside. The parchments have a wax-like quality to the film of ink covers most of the wax parchments appear to have writing in them. I'm going to browse through the parchments. Dear Uncle Goodman, my new tavern, Food on Foot, is doing very well. I knew my idea of catering to the hunger of trotters would pay off. They are always on the move, going from one man to the next in search of treasures. Now I do nicely by taking a bit of that treasure in exchange for fine preserved foods and even grub right off the grill packaged to travel. I'm doing so well, I just may begin to open up more taverns in the region. We have just one Food on Foot, one more would create some heavy coin for the whole family. Sincerely, Mac Grubtum. Alright, here we are. Now, hopefully, you'll be able to read that in a moment. In the meanwhile, let's see if we can share the quest with you. Because that would certainly be ideal. He only has 3 quests in Riverdale. With Sea Sails and Slumberer. Rolf Adrian as Rolf Odben. He sent me on a quest for an ancient halfling journal. Biddy Bobek has told me that somewhere in the Riverdale I should find some information about this journal that once belonged to the legendary Biddy Bobek of Seas, Sails, and Slumber. I don't know if I picked that up or not. So it comes from Enchanted Essence. Maybe. Let me see if I have that. Sea Sails and Slumber. Let's sort by name. Hop down here and look those. I definitely don't have it, but it says I'm already on Jump for the Soul. Not others will receive of Sea Sails and Slumber. Requires a certain amount of progress in the quest, this crossing of the Pink Sea. Alright, so I need to get further in that first, which I've started, apparently. Maybe. Or did I? Maybe not. Guidance X. Yeah, I really did think I got that, but I suppose I didn't, because here it isn't. It would have been in the access bus in the long ago times. I don't know if that's where it would be now or not. You know what? No, I can't tell. Because he's already, Oh, wait, yes, okay. Hallmark. The category is Hallmark. Yeah, I definitely don't have the mysterious traveling and the more family quests. Radio. So I haven't really spent much time in Zach with this character, and that explains it. Okay, so that is update. And now we can go on. But, we need to examine Captain's gears. I don't know. Let's see. Seas fails. Okay. Visit Kevin's gear in Riverville. Well, let's think about this. Not sure. No, it's a kind of good place. He says, "Oh, it's a place." Yeah, it's all right. We've got some young black rats here, so we may as well grab those. You know what I can do? Share with him the quests that I have, if he has room in his journal. I don't know if he does or not. Nope, he does not. And honestly, whoever does, right? We both need some of these guys. Oh, goodness, that was bad. There's that guy. You know what occurs to me? I had initially been thinking, oh well, this is not a big deal. I can take on some of these by myself, and then, first of all, ended up getting 2 sets of them, and then second of all, did not even think of the fact that I'm mentored down now. But so far, he's not dead, and that's a good thing. Oh, you can't use the Mana Stone now? What am I thinking? Alright, well, I got him killed. I could use the Mana Stone, but I would die. So, what I'm going to do is run through all of the aggro in the world and then Bane over here. And then die of poison. Next step. Oh, hey, I didn't die of poison.
It was just more damage than I could take.
Oh yeah, I know, it's no worries. I didn't mean to get quite so many. And I didn't realize you were there. I was planning to get you killed while you were gone, you know.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, you know, tradition.
Well, instead you got me killed while I was there.
True. Let me know when you're ready, or I can follow you if you're ready to lead.
Okay, you're back on follow for the moment, because I've still got
Yeah, no, you're good.
stuff going on.
Alright, so I should wait for his rest sickness to wear off before I go to these folks. These fine folks over here, but wait, there's a brigand standing all alone. It'll be a 3-0 up. It'll be exciting. Man, it almost died. Uh-oh. The same dog came and got him. That one was even my fault. It's partially my fault. Not entirely my fault. I don't take blame for that one. Neither the right nor the responsibility.
Ah, I see that I'm dead.
You are dead. It was going to be okay, but then the dog came and attacked you.
I see.
On the plus side, you've gotten a couple of updates. They go right along with your deaths, you know, one for one.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So, apparently I have to get Jum Jum from a Pixie too.
Hmm. Jum. Ah, yes, you have to kill that pixie. Right?
Oh no.
I'm not sure. Let me see this quest.
Why are you fighting the bee?
Find the large version of the notes. Looks like you need the assassins.
I do need the assassins too. Reaching blade of the assassin, that thing.
Jum from the big C might be in Jeffrey's tower. Tower of
Yeah, I need
Jeffrey.
a Jum Jum from a Pixie. I need to go to find the assassin lodge in Rivervale.
Going the wrong way.
I don't know which way to go.
Come this way. We need these corrupted brigands and stuff too, so let's get them.
You do.
Yeah, we both do.
No, I don't.
Oh, why are the arrows blue, I wonder?
What?
I said that I wonder why the arrows are blue.
I don't know, because they're blue for me too.
That's interesting. I definitely need them. But I thought that
And
you
I
did
don't.
too.
Nope, I have nothing that needs them.
Strange. Ah, Jibba Jibba and Stroby have said hello. We've got Stroby Kenobi, who says yo yo yo. Yay. Jibba Jabba says we run an Echo's Faydwer content tomorrow. I believe so. I do plan on it. Of course, who knows when, because it'll take a while for that update, I think. But a little bit of Rivervale tonight. How about you guys? You gonna do some Echoes of Faydwer tomorrow? I know you are, Stroby. Gargan, we got more bandits back here first.
Oh,
And there's
okay.
also a
How many
shiny
of
on
these?
the other side of this hill.
How many of these bandits you need to kill?
I'm not sure. Oh, hold on a second. I should read the book, Zorbo and Matthew. Give me just a moment here. Alright, so this book appears to be the story about two half-grown children embark on some exciting adventures. Unfortunately, most of the pages have been ripped out of the book. The title of the story is The Adventures of Jorbo and Mappy, Entry 1. One day, Jorbo and Mappy decided to have an exciting adventure and visit far-off lands. Packing their bags, they told their moms what they were about to do. With a kiss to their forehead, both mothers gave the two boys their blessing. It wasn't too long after they began their journey that they were accosted by an orc. The orc told the two boys that they could not cross the bridge until they both told him a joke.
I gotta do stuff again, so I'm gonna stick you on follow for a moment.
If the joke wasn't funny, he would throw them off the bridge into the water below. Below their feet was a lake filled with the deadliest fish ever seen in all of Norath. The lake boiled and bubbled with the fish anticipating their next meal. Jorbo started with a joke about why the duck crossed the lake. When he got to the punchline, the orc said he'd heard that one before, and took another drink from his jum-jum mug. Mappy knew that if they were going to escape from this wild predicament, he would have to make up a joke no one had ever heard before. He looked at the orc and said, "What does the farmer say when he can't find his rake?" The orc looked confused and said he didn't know. When Mappy gave the punchline, "Where's my rake?" the orc started laughing so hard he fell over into the lake. Then the orc splashed into the lake. All the fish swam away from him. Behind them, they two friends could hear the sound of other orcs running to see what happened, so they left. Knowing they would be taken prisoner in a big castle if they were seen, they ran for the biggest tree they could find, climbed it as fast as they could. I need to kill 10 more corrupted bandits. Jibba Jabba says, gonna make me a fairy boy, taking class suggestions. I don't know. What do you have so far over here in Origins? What all classes? Got a couple of double ups here, so I'm going to start them as this one, and then this one. That's the hope. Mirabelle says, do build halls even exist on this server yet? No, they do not. Hold on a moment though, Mirabelle. Cannot answer you. Easily dying at the moment. But I'm gonna try to die less and let Garrett from die a little bit for a moment. Hopefully not for too long.
Okay, I'm sort of back.
Welcome sort of back.
Not quite back enough that I want to get off a follow, but I'm on enough that I can at least prevent myself from dying quite so fast.
Oh yeah, you're gonna be fine. Alrighty, I'm gonna recharge a little bit. I think I saw a shiny over here a moment ago, which is what I'd mentioned. But maybe I didn't. I don't see it now. So maybe not. Or despawned, one or the other. Alright, so far, Jibba Jabba has a warden, a paladin, a templar, a ranger, a squash, a wizard, and a conjurer. Well, sounds to me like you need a guardian. Anyway, why not have a guardian fairy after all? It could be your fairy godmother. Of course, you'd have to, add it. Yeah, it would be good. Good time, good times. So Miracle says, wow, so what does guild even really do for you? Rush orders and status quests, I'll go to leveling it. Yes. Roots. Level it. Guild banks exist. Guild chat. Mount. The purchases unlocked. Alright, checkmate. VDEP 1. I have a master of that, but still cool that it dropped off. Jibba Jabba thumbs up Guardian and says he'll be a buff fairy boy. Right. Good times. Let's see if we can hit that one for a second and then try to. There's this one. And then texted something there, messaged something. But last again in a battle is necessary that I concentrate somewhat. Right. Let's see what they said. Alright, Mirabelle said, but it's totally faction dependent. Like here with the Hall, you'll never have evil twos in a good guild. No, no. Guilds are open to both factions. Alright, now we've got all the corrupted brigands that we need. We still need some corrupted bandits. But we also need to try to go toward the assassin over here. Alright, let's get that one next. And beat upon this one a little bit. Okay, now we've got a little bit of attention from that one, so I'm gonna easily shed that because Garrick has also gotten back this time. And is doing well at keeping the aggro there. Should have used the Mana Stone card running out of mana completely, but well, you know, can't win them all. Alright, Guardian, Jibba Jabba says, I'm still confused on how coalitions you want to work. Alright, so the coalitions thing is pretty cool. My understanding is that you can be a member of one, like, you can be a member of the guild and have a coalition where you kind of like a member of both guilds, and then you can maybe switch between which one is your primary guild if you want to. You can change, so your guild status is only going to go towards one or the other. And you can switch which one that is just by saying, okay, I want all of my stuff to be this one now.
Unfortunately, my D&D session is about to start, so...
Alright, well, let's kill this group and then call it then for you. Sound good? Alright, but that's how I understand it's going to be, or how it is, in fact. I've kind of looked into it, but I haven't obviously experienced it, so I think I may hop onto live at some point just to get that done with the guild that we've long been friends with, and I've already essentially made a guild coalition before they existed with, because even though neither my guild nor the other guild is currently playing on live, I'm not going to say that we never will. I don't see it happening right now, but that doesn't mean it'll never happen. Like, I mean, if Origins shuts down, you know, I don't know. Hard to say. For now, the plan is that I probably will see about getting on there at some point, and I think we may have to be on simultaneously, probably, at least me and the leader of the other guild. We'll probably have to be on simultaneously. I'll try to stream that when that happens so that you guys can see how it works.
Pokemon games on it.
I might just camp out up here.
Alright, I'll see you later then.
See ya.
Alright. So Jibba Jabba says, them D&D dudes can wait. Just have someone make a new character to give them like 2 hours at least. No, they've got a regular thing going. Every Monday, Wednesday night or evening, we'll do the D&D, so it's got to be what it's got to be. And Garrett Grimm is the new dungeon master for both games, so can't even get out of it like that. This is an interesting scenario here. Now, Mirabelle says, so you can invite people who aren't your alignment, but the guild hall will be in a city, and that determines the future hall. When guild halls come out, the looters. We just choose where we are. Which halls to take. As far as I know, they can choose either city. Either a hall in any of the cities here. Available. Yes. Roblox. I wonder if I failed to bar. Oh, no, there it goes. Okay, cool. All right. So, now we have lost Garretham, but I do have an update I need to come turn in over here. Gonna have that dog on me, I'm sure. Because he saw me and he looked threatening. Now I think I've got to go inside this building to go update in here. I believe. Let's get rid of this elemental quest. And we have Houston, we have a problem. Okay. Who do I need to do? Return to the Commissioner Dogweed. I think he's actually outside, isn't he? Dogweed. What am I using? Clicking. I'm right, he is outside. Alright. Commissioner Dogweed says,
I knew you would succeed. This is a good start. But Rivervale still teems with the products of the growing evil. We may need your help, if you're willing to commit to our fight against evil.
I will return, and I'll talk to you again.
It's good to see you again, Traveler. The folks in Rivervale thank you for destroying the growing tide of evil.
Did my efforts free your lands from the corruption?
Far from it, I'm afraid. Each day seems to bring new horrors and suffering to our people. I fear our numbers are too few to hold out for much longer.
There must be something that can be done to save the lands.
Yes, of course. But I must not despair. With your help, we can defeat these creatures. Can Rivervale count on your assistance?
Just let me know what needs to be done.
Excellent. I can already sense the evil lifting from our lands.
I hope you're right, Commissioner. All right. Now, he wants me to hunt some dark flats in Rivervale. That seems just lovely. It's absolutely grand, really. Well. What the thieves might can handle. Maybe. I have elevated my my laptop onto a raised shelf, and so I am having to reach up in order to get to the keyboard. Not the most comfortable thing, but I'm thinking it may keep my laptop from repeating, which it was trying to do previous. Jibba Jabba says, ESO didn't look good with the multiple build thing. That would be Elvish Scrolls Online. I mean, it's pretty straightforward. You're in up to 3 guilds, but with EQ2, you have to select an active guild. Do I lose amenities to one until I switch my headers? No, it's actually, so you should be able to use the amenities. You're sharing, you should have a shared guild bank and all of those things as well. So you'll have like your normal guild bank, but then you'll also have a guild bank or a guild coalition bank, let's say. Then that's separate from your guild bank. So you'll be able to use all of the guild coalition things and also the guild balls. But as far as where your status point goes, that's where you're switching your active guild. So your guild status points that you earn and the XP that goes along with that will only go to one of the guilds. So for instance, if you had a guild that was very close to level 150, you might want to be active in that guild to help finish that off. But then once you finish hitting 150, you might want to switch then and help level up the level 40 guild, right? And so then all of your points will go to that guild instead. And so then, maybe when you're done, a new thing comes out or whatever, the level raises and you want to switch over there, you can do that. I don't know currently what the top guild level is. I want to say like 300, but I'm not sure if that's true or not because I haven't checked into that in some time. However, regardless, if one of your guilds, one of the guilds that you're a member of a coalition in maxes out its level, you could switch the other one as your primary guild, and that's going to be the one that shows your guild tag too. So whatever your primary guild is the one that your guild tag is going to show for. And if somebody searches, that's what they're going to see that you're a member of and things like that. I think it's a really cool thing. I've wanted them for a long time. The other guild leader and I believe we both mentioned it. Like a feedback type thing. I'm not 100% sure, and it's been many years since we did that. But yeah, it was an idea that we had wanted to be in effect for a long time, and we did basically most of the things ourselves. Like we made we called it an alliance channel. So we had a channel that we had created so that we could chat with members of the two guilds in one chat. So good times. Mirabelle says, I have 4 together who could sign to make a guild. Any chance you have an alt or know someone who could meet us in Kinos? I don't have a new guild with alt because I am, this is a guild. We immediately get in here. So, anybody want to go help make a guild with one of your alts by chance? This says hello again. We should say hello. He says he was AFK. I was not in. So, no, nothing to say in there, really. But this corrupted brigand, I don't like him one bit. Let's see if we can not fight him. How's about? Okay, let's see. Stroby 1 Kenobi says 350, I'm assuming, referring to the max level guild right now. Jibba Jabba says, so what you're saying is tomorrow you're going to throw me an invite to a guild coalition? Sorry, I've got another guild coalition in mind over there. And that's going to be, as far as I understand, I would assume the coalition will only be available on live, right? I doubt it would be available here. Stroby says that's what I heard. See. You got a little bit of a group forming. Oh, let's see. Mist says, I've not seen you on of late. Well, I've been on a bit. Missed yesterday. But every day otherwise. Some of it was on live doing crossbow though. Otherwise, I've been trying. Just now are around for the first time. That's unfortunate. Looks like we've got a blip there. You might need to refresh. Alright. Let's see if we have any more thieves on track. Should be some in this direction, I'm sure. Origin gets it too. Interesting. I'm gonna have to think about that. I haven't. I'm okay. So, seeing as how there are not guild halls on this server, I think that means that there would be a shared coalition bank. There would be a shared coalition chat, like guild chat, but as coalition chat. What else would there be? I'm not sure. I can't imagine. Stroby1 Kenobi says, who needed help with build? So do they still need help? Yes, I think so. You have an alt you'd be willing to help them out with? Oh, you have two, don't you? No, you just have... Yeah, you have two. What am I thinking? Grab the random edge for the belt that's laying there. And, Struggling Kobe says this is on Origins. Yes, this is on Origins. It is, Anashti Sul. Hoggins is guildless. Ah, interesting. Guildless Hoggins. Oh. Okay, let's see. The name is Hoggins. Spell. There we go. And there's Hoggins logging in.
I must do as the Overfiend wills. The readers will come to you.
Alright, we need 6 more of the thieves. They have to be of the corrupted variety, not just any EQ2 will do. We only want the corrupted ones. I'm not sure if there's anything around that corner of that tree or not, but I'm not take a chance for now. Instead, I'll get snuck up on from behind for a wolf from that hill or something fun like that. Alright, that was 16. This is a corrupted bandit over here, which I do need, but not for this quest, and his road, so really rather not. Have I met bonus level? No. But, he his name in the guild roster. Just for following me at the moment. I don't see any other corrupted thieves hanging around here. Looks like we got an ad starting in 41 seconds. It's pretty cool. Different hours since he's in Austria. Very nice. Alright, I can hold it and see if I can find any of those, very few and far between Nightbloods that are non-heroic over here. Alright, Mirabelle says you have been confused by mining stuff. Are you sure that both evil and good things join the same guild? Quite sure. We have them in this guild. They're both in this. However, the ones who initiate the guild creation will need to probably be of the same alignment. After that, you go up to the fridge. Well, it won't matter. They just have to need to be present, really, in the same city. Might need to all be of the same alignment to create it. Let me see here. One way to find out if we had to do that or not, and that is to check. Okay, level 20. Okay, so there really is in here. Level 22 brigand. And I don't know if she's on that ult on Althea, but either way, we got a brigand and a shadow knight. And I can't imagine that Claw wasn't on his defiler, so yeah, this should be fun. Let's register it. Well, let's see there. She says, oh, that's interesting. So the choice of which side to create the guild on wouldn't really matter until guild calls come out. Not really. Rocolo says, we tried to kill Dreadwake earlier, but failed. It might matter if you're making a role-playing guild. For role-playing purposes. Tried to kill Dreadwake, but failed. Alright. Where am I going? Oh yes, you're going to try to get some of these non-heroic Nightbloods over here. That's probably like that one right there. However, we're going to get some of these undertow puppets, which is fine because actually they're elementals, and I do need some elementals for the lore and legend. So, I'm not sad about it. One more would have done it. Well, it's too bad. I probably would have been able to come help. Most likely. Doubt I was doing anything that was that fussy. Today was not a day of pressing things. Thank you. Alright, so we got that guy. Nice one, by gosh. By gosh and by golly. Now, do you have any others? That is the question. And you thought it was to be or not to be. But no. Alright, so it may have been our only one. Maybe not, but maybe so. Let's go check it out. I need a good lot of them more, and really, ultimately, what's going to happen is I'm going to probably come in with a larger group unkilled puppets on me, and that means that the Nightblood Harrowers will also see me. It's a sad day. Alright. Really, I ought to go and do something else for now. Because I'm sure Gavin will want to do more of this later on. Exciting, as it is now. One thing I should do is some more crafting. Probably look how close I am to a level. How crazy is that? 99.4%. I wonder. Do I have any enchanted lands plus? Technically, yes. Realistically, no. Alright, let's have a little look here. I wonder if any of these are fixed first. Corrupted food. At this point, you only need 4 more corrupted foods. So actually, you might be able to do it pretty quickly. Don't like that. But I will stun or miss him. And then continue the destruction of this corrupted bee. And then run away from the corrupted brigand. Seems like the right thing to do to me. Okay. So, that was another corrupted bee. 2 more to get of those. Now, the question is, will this guy chase me to the door? He's done so before. I haven't checked on Batol Naren's brother since Thursday. But I think someone else checked for me and said he wasn't there on live. So probably if he isn't there on live, he isn't here on Origin side. Alright, now, see if we can find these last two corrupted cubes. Oops. There are two still on track. Or back on track. I'm gonna look at it. I think they're probably gonna be behind the building. And there they are, behind the building as assumed. I have having potions from Papa. I know why. Because I got new pet poisons, but I got new ones. So, I won't have the ones turned on that I had turned on. Let's turn these on. We got Apothecary's Hemotoxin and Apothecary's Bettering Potion. Don't have anything else at the moment. Thank you, Huggins. Made level 47 there. Have you guys gotten the guild put together? Oh, that makes these great me. That will cause a few less problems in the way of being attacked by random things. So, let's see now. We did kill those guys. I think we're good on that at this point. Let's see how the trade stone looks. Not yet, unfortunate. 57% through the way through the level 49. And my adventure is level 47. So, I think I'm going to call the hall, or call the Coquinos. And, I think I'll get a little bit of crafting done. I haven't done some crafting many a day now. Well, that's not true. I've been doing crafting on live on Frostwell benches. I didn't log in over there and get my Santa Glove gift today. I'll do the dailies, but it's the whole thing. And if you want to participate in Frostwell, you do get a free gift from Santa Glove every day on each character that you bring over there. Alright, now, before I go and start crafting, we need to make sure we actually have some coal in there. We need the lustrous black coal. Now we'll get a few stacks of it, because I don't know what the status of it is in the fuel depot right now. But we're going to find out. Alright, got lustrous black coal. 1, 2, 3 stacks of it. Which was about, it was a little less than 75 gold for 3 stacks. We'll go into the guild house. Guild house is very nice because we have in there some crafting tables and also a harvesting depot, a fuel depot, all of the depots. really have all but adornments. We don't have adornments in here yet. That could change at any time. You deposit that stuff. Let's see if we have anything else. Not really. We have, I have an advanced armor I can throw into the scroll depot. That about covers it. Alright. You know what I didn't do though? The quest. Well, technically I have the quest. I didn't start the rush order itself. Which you do by clicking the workbench. That's one thing I want to check on tomorrow too, if I can remember to, is whether or not we can get the work order station for the house, because we used to be able to do that. I don't know exactly when though. I don't know why I came and clicked on the broker. The broker is not the work order station. This is the work order station. Alright, let's look for our invoice. We got a rush order going. So we'll hop on over to the house and a little bit of crafting knocked out. In we go. Alright. And now I'm going to switch into my crafting gear, which isn't much. It's mostly artisan's tunic. There it is, nonetheless. And then, let's see here. Anything else? No, I think I'm good. And so, let's see if we can make a fulminate tablet. Oh, so Kala has observed my level as well. He says rats, I say things.
Oh my god.
What's interesting is that I see in chat that Stream Elements is saying to download Watcher ROMs on PC. I don't think they've put my link in there. Interesting. Alright, transport arrow frenzy. Alright, we've got creeping impetus next. Creeping impetus. You know, I can't, creeping impetus. I wonder what class that's for. I don't remember it. Wonder if it is a brigand or, creeping impetus. Sure. Let's see. It's an assassin. Makes sense. Alright, then we have King's Devastating Anthem. King's Devastating Anthem. That definitely sounds like a dirge spell. It's a troubadour though. Backwards. I guess it's only devastating, not depressing. Alright, let's see what we got here. Shiv. But we don't want to make the 8 of 3 of that. Just the apprentice, please. We'll cut down on the power drain real quick because it's getting low. I did remember to use the mana stone, but it was insufficient to the task. Old trick is to take off everything. And so, you make one called Light Naked. And then just remove all your gear. But not that, obviously. We don't want to remove that now. And then you have less, put that on. That was loud, wasn't it? To start with. And so, save that. And make it crafting tools. Gretel free. And so now you have a little less trouble theoretically with the power situation. That being said, I don't know that it'll work as well with oops. I missed that badly. Alright. I don't know if it'll work that well with the mana stone, because it'll be more of a both. Not apparently that much of a difference though. Let's see here. And the good part about this is then you know when you're in crafting gear. So we'll return that in. Alright, we got 5,997 status for that. Doesn't really take very long to do them, as you can see, especially if I wasn't messing around for part of it. It would have taken less time. And then also, loving the first apprentice of Federal Shriek, I think. Probably not the best. I'm not super concerned about it, but still, might take another, I don't know, 20, 30 seconds. Not really sure. Bloodstone Ear. Alright, then we've got this important brewing over there. So yeah, I don't know. I never really did the naked crafting thing. It was unnecessary, but you can. And maybe you'll find it beneficial. I don't know. Distract adversaries is next. It's always a good idea. Distracting your adversaries, 100% do recommend. August, did you guys find a sixth person to form that guild with? Ought to have used my mana stone just then. I did not. Wow, my fingers are definitely on the wrong keys. Finished that one already. Already down to 85% vitality. I was at 100 when I started. So it's going through. Jibba Jabba says, "Aw, I just saw the new guild train running to the registrar's office." Oh, did you not get in? Hmm. Pick this up. Just came out of my phone and saw them, haha. Okay, so you haven't, they haven't contacted you, or what's the situation now? Jibba Jabba says, I think Stroby was running with them. They have enough, right? Okay, I see, I see. So Stroby was there, but you, maybe, would you? Jibba Jabba, you already have a guild or no? Oh, you guilded, okay, cool. Yeah, I don't remember the way we did it. We have, we had a good, group already. And I know you all have to be in the same city to start it. I don't know if you have to be of the same alignment to start it, or if you just... I know that you can invite the other alignment afterward. I don't know about forming. I don't remember. Trying to find the registrar. Okay. Are you in Kinos? Oh, we found you. Okay, excellent. Alright. Are you all Canosians, or are some of you Foucauldians? Can you tell? Just in case that matters. So I know you don't have to be invited, but I don't know about the forming. All in English. Okay, good. Yeah, you definitely all have to be there to form it, for sure. Yeah, I would like to try out the coalition thing. I didn't, like I said, I did not realize it was going to be available on here. That'll be interesting. I suspect I accidentally made it 8 at 3. That's great. That's okay. Get a little experience for it, and let's see what classes. The Shiv is a brigand. Do we have any brigands? We killed one class. We do. Aurelia is a brigand, level 22, but she'll get there. This is 46. Cool. Mask of Night. Huh. Stephen Hawking. Stephen Hawking says, about to spawn the name of Kinos Nubial if anyone else wants to crack. I assume he's referring to the group, most likely. finished that. 95.2% through the level. Doesn't really take long to level these crafters up. With Ritz, it goes pretty fast. That's a mystic right there. Almonds.
Salutations.
Okay, we do one more of these Ritz, and that will bring us up to level 50. And then we'll be in a whole new territory because I think that is, I think we have to go to, I could be wrong, but I think you have to go to my school to start getting the books. I think so. We'll see. I'll see how it goes. Looks like we have an ad starting in 56 seconds. Aha, we got it. Storytellers Guild. Congrats, guys. Wow, your bell's not online. Eliminate tablets. Alright, here we have Arrow Frenzy. I feel like we've done that before. Actually, the level 50 book should be here. It'll be the level probably 51 book. It might be that. I think. We'll see. And then there are a lot of strange, like, ancient teachings that go along with the Sinking Sands and Desert Plains area. Got level 50 jeweler right there. Not bad. Alright. Yeah, he's devastating attitude. Well, that's no bueno. Let's typing that off. Sometimes the apostrophe is the issue. Just because it has an apostrophe in the journal doesn't necessarily mean that it has an apostrophe in the recipe book. Realizing strike is next. This is one that I haven't made before. When you haven't made one before and you get a pristine on it, you actually get a bonus for making your first pristine of that item. It doesn't matter what item it is, or whether it's a rare or common. So you can also level pretty well by just going through and making Steam item in many of the classes. Not all of them. Some of them don't have many things that they can make. So, they end up making a pile of arrows or whatever like that. And that is a slow way to level, relatively speaking. Hey Huggins, did you happen to see how much it cost to make that guild? I was thinking it was not that bad. It was fairly cheap, relatively speaking.
What? What? Very good.
I'll turn this in, and then I'll check and see on. I should have checked in the house depot first to see if we have an advanced to 50 or any of the ancient teachings, any of that stuff. If that's something that's on the side. So we can get the Jupiter Volume 50 here, and that's a good thing. And that, let us go and see if the advanced to 50 is here. Well, Huggins says I didn't see. I asked Greenville, but haven't heard anything. Alright, well, thanks. Visit. Well, visit the cleaning back. Let's go to the scroll depot and quite unusable. So yep, nothing doing there. So what we're gonna type in over here is just we're gonna go 50. See what comes up. So we have Advanced Jeweler Volume 50, pretty cheap. Over in Big Bend, it's also very cheap in Willowwood. So there's no reason to run all the way over to Big Bend. Just try to get that. We can just buy it here. I mean, I may as well get it from Silas in Willowwood. Just as much zoning is going to the broker. Silas, there we go. Now to try to find the Juniper. Oh, there it is. Easy peasy. I may as well get the Volume 53 while I'm here. And see, that's how it works. If you have a sales display, people will come to your house and look, and sometimes they end up buying things that they don't even need. Invasion, for instance, I'm tempted. 6 gold and 95 silver. I mean, how could I go wrong? Yes, there may be a master. I wonder now I can't use the poker board. That's something to consider. Also, Shadow Slip. You know what? It's cheap enough. I'm willing to just do it. Not look back. Both of these are very cheap. I don't even need them at a curse me because I can just make 8 at 3s. I'm gonna do it anyway. Did it. Okay, that's the one I was just in. I mean, this one. Do one of these things. Not exactly jumping up. Don't think I do. And this one. He's got an Evan Buster for 2 plat if you want one of those. Alright, cool. Now, I'm going to the wrong place here. Alright, so I was going to look for the master versions of these before I decide to scrap them. Oh, you know, I should have done that in the house actually, because that way I can see the conversion prices and the Friporian prices. A little smarter. So we'll run back over and just spend a little more of our precious time looking this way. Regaro. Lots of running back and forth going on here. Alright, let's try this again. Just looking for, I think, evasion. Yes, evasion. So, evasion master. No, you don't want evasive, just evasion. Yeah, I know evasion masters online. How's about Shadow Slip Master? There is a Shadow Slip Master. It's very cheap. It is on Freeport Market. Cheese fish mold on Freeport Market that are ridiculously cheap. I like it. I'm gonna go get it. So, even though I've got the gate up, I'm now gonna go get the other one as well. So for those of you who don't know about it, there is a fence, or a black market broker, if you want to call them that, over in Kenos Harbor. There's also one in East Freeport, way out on an island. In Kenos Harbor, it's underneath the it's like under the bridge, basically. But you will see in a moment. It's very simple. Kenos Harbor. I'm going to put some clothes back on. Running around naked in public a second. It's one thing in the guild house, but this is Kenos Harbor. Alright, so here's the fence. And we're looking for Shadow Slip. And so, this is going to be very good. Take it. Now, where did it go? There's the advanced jeweler. Let's grab that. I'm blind. There it is. Up there. Alright. This is quite a bit better at decreasing threat. I like it. Big times. Let's do it. While I'm here, I ought to check some other things. Check again. I should have checked on the broker in the house while I was there. I got so excited about seeing that one that I did not. Let's try this Parting Dial and see if it's available as a master, and if so, how available is it really? Not very available whatsoever, it turns out. How about dexterous slashing? It is available, but not very. 7 platinum, and see this? This looks like someone who's buying a lower cost ones and trying to force swashbucklers to pay this price. I will not support it. Alright. Then we got bravado. Now, for strange bravado, we want false bravado. So let's be more specific. False bravado. Only we have to be able to spell in order to really take full advantage of this situation. Okay, 20 platinum and then 40 gold for false bravado. Do I care? I really don't think I do. It's an intel canceled, but it's so this is if you're being a swash tank basically, and I really haven't ended up using that stance thus far, so I don't really see any reason for me to be too excited about it. We got treacherous blade that needs upgraded. Treacherous blade. No bueno. Alright, we got the frigid throw is totally useless. Flamboyant strike. Let's see what we got for that. Alright, so let's make this a little more clear so we don't see a lot of flame strike coming up. Alright. Adept is the highest thing available. We've got Razor Edge.
I don't know.
Ouch. Crazy. No thanks. Flash of Steel. I don't even know if I need that, actually. I really kind of don't. Lucky Gambit, I have an expert of a Daring Advance. Maybe we try that one. I have an adept of it. Yep, nothing. Okay, well, good enough, I think. We got at least one thing, maybe two, don't really remember. I think one. Did I end up getting the one flat 40 thing, and what was it? Disheartening Dial? Might have been, I don't know. Looks like I have a master of false bravado. Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, interesting. I think I maybe only got the one thing. So, I could go ahead and scribe this evasion. May as well. Yeah. Alright. So now, that evasion will be slightly better, I think, than this slip. Not much. Yeah, a little bit. Okay. Change the hotbar settings to allow draggable. Clear this height key. Drag that over there. And there we go. We're done. What do we have going on over here? I see that we have a disheartening dial and a treacherous blade. I know what happened to it. Their replacements are masters, and so the masters are actually better than these apprentices at this level. Hey, Game Devotion, how you doing? So I didn't bother replacing you. That's what happened. Now, I want to. I can see. What does it take to make a disheartening dial? A dish row. Okay, if it's fused alone with this one, it's not great. Fused alone is a little more difficult to come by. 1 platinum, 23 gold if you go to Beggar's Court. Okay, so 1 plat, 23 gold, let's compare. Feeling basically ready for Echoes of Faydwer. How about you, says Game Devotion. We'll get an ad starting in 7 seconds. I'm cool. I'm cool with it either way. I'll go check it out tomorrow and show everybody what it's like over there.
The Iron Forge Exchange,
But it's
the Far Seas Trading Company. Insects of
it was
industry,
never my
friend,
favorite
waiting
zone.
to be crushed beneath my
Well,
boot
now
heel.
look at that. Happens to be some pretty cheap fused loans hanging around, and I happen to need some. So we got Exumi in Castleview Hamlet and Algeria in Middleton. Atsumi and Algeria. You know what? We're gonna write it down right here. Atsumi, Castleview. You're gonna do CH. And Algeria at Navo. And off we go to buy some fused loan. And then I can, oh look, it's Pixel Boat. And then I can, possibly use my brain. Who knows? Okay, that's from Hamlet. Alright, now we're going to go to housing here. That is the tricky bit. Housing is there. Oh yeah, that's from Hamlet, of course, yes. For some reason I was thinking Meadowville because the next person is in the middle. Testing Hamlet's pretty easy. Alright, now we need Atsumi. Let's hope they paid their rent. They did pay their rent. Good job, Atsumi. Much appreciated. If you are selling from your home from a box, you would be sure to keep your rent paid, or if you cannot get in, buy your items. Fused loan. Yes, we like fused loans. I think that was the only one they had. But I want to make sure. It's sure it is. It's okay, only 2 boxes. Just for curiosity's sake, I'm going to look and see what else they have. Alright. None of it do I really need. So, off to Meadowville I go. Game Devotion says definitely appreciate when they pay their rent. Absolutely. It's a little, saddening when you run all the way to somebody's house, which of course isn't actually all that far if you're in the same city. Much further if you're not in the same city, however. And when you get there, you discover that you cannot purchase the item from their home because they haven't paid their rent. Now, there's an easy solution that I've always thought should be implemented in EQ2, which is that anyone can pay your rent. I see no reason why that's not an option. Say you wanted to, if you're friends with someone and you have access to their house, you have trustee access or whatever, then you can pay their rent. You can stick it in the escrow on their door. But if you're not, then you can't pay their rent. And it's very strange. I don't know why. Seems like anybody should be able to. That was accidental. I didn't mean to do full screen map there. I forgot actually that you could make it that large. Why am I picking this guy? Sometimes I wonder. I go through life and I just do the random things. And I go, I wonder why I did that. No one knows. Algeria, certainly not me. The Algeria? Haha, Algeria also paid their rent. Phenomenal. Alright. Game Devotion says that would be cool. Yeah, absolutely. And say, for instance, you wanted to give out some Christmas gifts, right? You could go randomly donate to people's homes, just go check off the list and be like, oh, this guy needs to pay his rent. Here you go. Pay your rent. Why not? Why not? It's not like it could hurt anyone. Strawberry One Kenobi says, so in EOF, is it high-level areas? So I'm assuming they're going to go through Loping Plains, which would be like Mistmore Catacombs. We would have the Heritage Quest with Man, I can't think of the name of it. I can almost think of the name. Hunt. Oh man, can't think of the name of the guy, but you have to try. It's the whole. Um, don't remember. But Miss More Catacombs is one you're probably familiar with. That'll be coming out, or you may not be. But many people will be. And I don't know. I don't know if the state of unrest is going to be in it or not. Does anyone know? Yeah, Mayong Mistmore, sure, that's from Mistmore Catacombs, but no, that Heritage Quest ends with you killing a guy, and he's like, I want to say he's like the Hunt Master. That's not quite right. There's a guy right outside. Castle Mistmore? Is it? Yeah, I don't know. Stroga says, nope, this was all after I left. Okay, well then, yeah, you would have missed out on it. Then I suppose. Oh, let's get a Jiri's thing before someone beats me to it while I'm standing here. Because I want all four of these. I don't know if I will need all four of them, but if I don't, someone in the guild certainly will. So. Alright, let me see. I need to go. We need to go this way, right? No, I need to go up north so I can go to the docks. That would make more sense. And then, yes, then I can go back to the house and can make myself some EQ2s, I think. Alright, Game Devotion says EOF Faydwer has content for every tier, which I appreciate. Yes, it does. But I think the max is you know what I said? I said Loping Plains, and I don't. That's not what we said. That's not what I meant. Boy, my brain is totally gone. The zone where Miss More Catacombs is called. Loping Plains. That might be right. That makes sense because that would explain why I was saying Kylon. Loping Plains makes sense. Yeah, with all the werewolves. Yeah, right. Loping Plains. Good job, Game Devotion. Because they're loping, right? The werewolves? Yeah. Alright, let's see here. We can throw some crafting clothes on fast. And then make something worthwhile. What shall I make? Has to be of a certain level or to be no good. We have a Dragon Dance. Is that worthwhile? It is worthwhile. Dragon Dance is a great and wonderful combat art. Alright, this should be good. As you can see, the chunk of power when you have clothes on is fairly significantly larger than when you make it. Alright, we have here Daring Advance, and we're going to replace the one we previously had And although it's only one level higher, one rank higher, it's fairly significant because you have to remember that this is a passive effect and it stays on all the time. So it increases the piercing slashing ranged a little bit more, 3 points more. It also increases, or it inflicts 30% of the time 78 melee damage on target as opposed to 68 melee damage on target. And also interrupts the target. And that's every melee hit that you cast. So it's pretty good. Decent upgrade, I would say. Let's see, what else do we have here that you might need upgraded? So in your knowledge book or in your recipe book rather, we call it EQ2, but on here they use the more current term of expert. Flamboyant strike, or just any strike. It's a flamboyant. I'm gonna do it with a flourish. Somehow I do not have advanced to 44. That's unusual. Okay. Don't want to upgrade that one. Treacherous Blade, however. Good stuff there. Just washing things. That's right. Man, I'm definitely missing one to 44. Troubles are gone. Invasion, that's the one that I took the adept of earlier. I think I'll keep my adept for now. That, not really interested. Don't really care greatly about getting this one upgraded yet. Because again, that's kind of the tank stance, and I haven't really been doing the squashy tank thing so much. Disheartening Guile, on the other hand, that is something I want. So let's fix that one up. You know, I may go ahead and make an apprentice of some of those more garbage spells. That was the wrong button right there. I got behind on the rhythm there. I knew I did, but I thought I might be okay. It's not okay. It's alright. Swap. Now, let's see. Difference here is pretty significant. Up front, it inflicts 375 to 458 melee damage on target. Decreases mitigation of target versus physical damage by 329. And of course, you have to be flanking more behind for it, but that's normal for this type of spell. So, nothing unusual there. Now, we want to be careful because we have a maculated force. And so, when we replace it, we want to replace it properly. Let's put that up and make it primary, get rid of Kicky Blow, and now we've upgraded it. We can get rid of the one over here because we have it there. The other one that I just upgraded, I believe, what was it? Let's see. Oh, Disheartening Guile. Did I already press that? Interesting. Okay. Treacherous Blade is still an apprentice. Okay. Flamboyant Strike is a good one. Do I have, yeah, I think this is my first version of Flamboyant Strike. So, Flamboyant Strike. Some of these I don't, yeah, I'm not able to do it because they are level 44. Definitely going to have to do something about that. I've already looked through these. Alright, so let's go check on Advanced to the 44. Browse, Advanced to 44. And I obviously just failed to do it because it's not even expensive. Alright, Greg, Leather Wood has it fairly cheaply. Alright. So we'll hop on into Greg's house and grab it. No problem. Great. And there it is. See if there's anything else Greg has that you might be interested in. That's the one that I just looked at. Oh, I'm looking at it again. Cool. He has all kinds of fun things, but nothing I'm really interested in. Stroby says, as the healer is it cool to sit back and heal, or am I expected DPS as well? Some MMOs are different. And my game devotion says depends on the situation. So, I mean, if you're struggling with the fights, then you definitely want to focus on healing. That's what you need to do, because remember that your first job is to keep everyone alive. That's job number one. DPS on the healers is not an incredible amount. So, any DPS that you provide is going to be much less than most of the people in your group. So keeping them alive is much more important than you doing a tiny amount of DPS. So if you're going to run out of power by DPSing, or if you're going to miss something important, then don't DPS. Stroby says, yeah, I'm low end. There, Stormhold, level 16. So yeah, don't run yourself out of power trying to DPS. And don't get yourself in a situation where you're going to, lose one of your group members. Just don't worry about it too much. Because your primary job is keeping everyone alive. Now, what am I doing? I am going to try to make up with these spells. Flamboyant Strike, I believe it's one of them. Flamboyant Strike. It's definitely always annoying to me when a healer or a tank is so busy DPSing that people are dying. It's like, come on, guys. One job. Alright, so this is going from an apprentice to an no, from an ADEP to ADEP 3. Gosh, I can't speak. Apprentice to an ADEP 3, that's the words. And so it's gaining about approximately 80 melee damage, and decreasing intelligence by almost 30 more points, which is huge, honestly. So I'm very happy with that. Let's see. Treacherous Blade was the other level 44 that we have here. I mean, technically, Frigid Throw, but Frigid Throw is garbage. I'll never use it. So, Treacherous Blade is the other one I have interest in at that level. Alright, did I get that right? I think I did. So, let's go for it. Alright, so that ought to help significantly. This is going to go from Apprentice to an ADEP 3, which is even larger of a jump. It's going to be, I mean, like 150 points more initial DPS, and then the rest of it will be about the same, but hey, that's a large increase. So, I'm going to take it. And then we've got to clear this hotkey. Allow draggable and drag this one down to its position. There we go. Beautiful. Lovely. Now I'm going to switch back into my adventuring and think. Oh, Stroby One Cub says if you're looking to just level up, feel free to make warden spells. Well, this is a jeweler, so he can't make warden spells. But no, I was actually just trying to make myself some upgraded combats. I will. Yes, so I'll throw this in here. In fact, Dirge your brain. Okay. And then you throw some of these rare dusts in there so that people can make some nice rare poisons in the future. And there is one of the adepts that I bought for very cheap. Someone can perhaps appreciate later. Alright, now I think that I better take a break. Struggling Nova says, yeah, I have no idea. A sage would make your spells. So, jewelers make scout spells, alchemists make fighter spells, and sages make priest and mage spells. That being said, you are level 18, you said 16? Level 16? And you're, what, did you say you're a warden? I don't remember. Because at that level, I can make your spells. 16 warden. Let's see here. I'm going to look at warden stuff. And I'm only interested in probably 10 to shut that off so I don't bother get follow with my getting with control. But alright, so we want 10 through 16. Then, what do we have? Nothing, because this is not a scribing station. It is not a desk. Yes, that's unfortunate. We don't have the desk in here yet. And I do have enough to buy a desk or something. What shall I put in next? Let me see here. There. Let us see what we'll call it these. He may not be there. He may be there, but we'll be surprised. I'm gonna have to get off and get some food here soon. But let's see if he answers fairly. Can we head over? What do we have? Oh, well, we have serving peg, workbench, and that looks like a chemistry. No, it looks like a chemistry, but it's not. That's the serving peg. Radio, forge. Good thing I checked. Ah, congrats on the 17th, Shobi. Alright, I'm gonna hop over to Kino's Harbor. And I know that the city merchant at the Ironport Exchange in Kino's sells, man, Pizza Pop is still standing there. Sells the elaborate workbenches. Let's see. This one may also. They do. As you can see, each of the elaborate workstations cost 492,805 status points, 1 platinum, 31 gold, 17 silver, and 19 copper. The hardest part of that is the status points, in my opinion. It's difficult to get up to that many, especially at the low levels. So, heritage quests play a big part in it, and of course, you can definitely do a lot of writs, but it takes a lot of writs because, as you'll recall, I was getting 5,000, almost 6,000 per writ. So it does, it does take quite a few if you're just trying to do writs to get them. How do you check your personal status points? You go here and you look down at the bottom right there. So you go to your character window and it's right under speed. Game Devotion says, "Oh, I was counting on it being blue." Yeah, no, such luck. It's just part of your stats. It would make some sense, but the trouble is that the color coding, the blue and the yellow, means so blue means that it will contribute, or so status points will contribute to your guild. The yellow means that it won't, and that's when you're selling to a city merchant or something like that. So that's what that color coding in that case means. Well, actually, I have more than 5. I've already bought one of the tables. So I already had 492,000 that I purchased that table with, and then now I've made another 515,000 since then for the second one. But definitely crafting routes are very fast at getting your status. Although, like I said, honestly, the heritage quests are the way to go too. I mean, the combination, because you take a heritage quest after the initial low level ones, and okay, let's see here what we got. Okay, the missing mask. That's one in Neck Castle. That's a gray one to me. And it gives 45,000 status points for that one. So subtracting status points happens when we purchase something with it. So I had purchased a workbench. It was the stove and keg. I bought that. And part of the cost of that is right here, 493,805 status points. So yeah, you lose them from your personal status points when you purchase the elaborate stove and keg. So it's not like a limit to hit. It's actually like currency. Status points are like currency. So each of these things, it's like I said, it's not like a minimum you have to have. It's just you have to trade that many for. I understand why you would think it was like that. Stroby says, I thought status points were like a threshold you needed. But no, you have to pay that every time. So, you could pay 164,117 status points for a harp, which is just, there you go. If you just had extra and wanted fancy things. Game Diversion says it is pretty. How pretty is it, I guess, is the question. And of course, you'll note that it is lore and no trades. You can only have one of them. And you can't trade it. It's not even heirloom, so you can't even give it to one of your other characters on your account. But Game Devotion says, back in the day, I had status to burn from raiding. Sure, but sometimes maybe you want to save that for the next expansion too, Save up for later. Back then, every expansion didn't necessarily make the former one obsolete, So. But yeah, I haven't gotten any more feedback from the caller regarding which one you might. For me, it doesn't matter too much because although I have some other characters, I haven't really invested a lot in them. Ah, I see Mist is completing writs, so makes sense. Alright, so let's see here. I want to arrange this by location because I want to see what I have. I don't even know. I mean, they're not anything yet. They're just on their way to becoming something. So Barnaby's a craftsman. Memorial's a scholar, which we don't need the jewelry bench, and I already have a jeweler, so I won't go that direction. So let's see if we're going to be an engraved desk or chemistry table. I kind of lean towards the chemistry table simply because I need to make myself a bunch of potions and poisons and the guild to throw them into the depot there, the DLD. So, considering that, and then I have this one who hasn't even started anything yet, was actually, I think, just off the island is where I left her. So, now another thing we could do is show members who've been active in the last 30 days. And then I could sort by class and see what we have that we actually, don't benefit. So we do have a couple of alchemists. Both of those could use a chemistry table. And both of them are of significant level to be considered. Gargrim and Mappo are both armorer, but we have a forge, don't need that. Artisan is not important. Zaich is level 21 carpenter. Carpenters use like 3 different machines, so nothing helpful there. A couple of jewelers, doesn't really matter again because we have a workbench. Provisioners, sure, we've got a stove and keg. Sages need an engraved desk, so we have 3 sages for, high enough to be called a sage. Dracolic Law and Youth Cross. Law is unlikely to use the house for crafting. Stroby says you should probably add me. Add you. To add you to the house? I see. Yeah. Let's see here. Couple of sages. We got many scholars who haven't gotten all the way up yet, so we won't count those. We've got quite a few tailors, and they're all around the same level. Oh man, 30 is the highest they've gotten to. That is tough. That's just unfortunate. Okay, so tailors need the loom. Weaponsmiths can use the forge. Alright, woodworkers do the table. We only have the one woodworker. He is level 41. I don't know. I'll lean toward either the engraved desk, and this is what I'm going to say. Engraved desk, or the alchemist table. Oh, I should add you to the guild. Well, you know what? I have been considering it, but it's something I'll have to discuss. So that's a maybe, Sturby. We have played together a little bit. You played with Garrigram, and we have to get you out with some of our other folks and see what we all left to Bertie. How's about that for an answer? Acceptable. Alright, cool. Good to hear. Alright, so far, oh, here we go. Recalla says, I figure alchemists to be able to produce lots of potions. That was kind of what I means to her. Alright. Sounds good. Will do. I like it. Let's do it. Alright, we need the chemistry table. Maybe I can click buttons good. Who knows? Alright, elaborate chemistry table it is. So, we buy this. Takes all of our money and status away. We're sad people. Now, just to show you, that drops me down to 22,745 status in the window here. So, off I go back to the house to place our brand spanking new chemistry table. Oh. Didn't click enter on that. And the willow wood it is. So, now, one more table. I think probably someone else will have enough soon, if they don't yet, to get the last couple. We still need the woodworking bench and the engraved desk. And that's all I can currently think of for the. I think that's it though. After this. So, good times. Alright, we'll come bring this over here and continue to line our walls with these. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to press Control. No, Control goes up and down. Wrong one. Okay, Shift. Shift is the answer. We'll have a little tiny chemistry table over here. There we go. Game Devotion says, I figured out what was wrong with the Find the Team of Valor update. Oh yeah? What's up? I know it's a location on top of the grate. I wonder, you know what? I bet I clicked on it and drew him in instead of him running to it. For that step, you need to click on the key at the feet of the statue of Surveilling or Surveilling at the Stormhold entrance. Oh, really? Does it say to find the key? Isn't that the find the key to the Tomb of Valor part? And it may even say that, and it may be that, yeah, on the Tomb of Valor. Interesting. I'll have to let Garrigan know that that's what's up. Hard to say. All right. Well, awesome. Thank you for the information, Game Devotion. I'm gonna have to get off of here. Someone is wanting me to go on a walk with me, so I have to do my social duties. It was a pleasure streaming with you all, and I will be back. I actually will probably be back tonight playing some Watcher of Realms, trying to get those guild raids done before I go to bed. But for EverQuest 2, I'll probably be back tomorrow. Hopefully, I will see you all then. If you're not following me yet, be sure to follow me and turn on notifications so that you can see when I go live. I'm going to take off. So, good night, everyone. And if I don't see you later tonight, hopefully I'll see you tomorrow. All right. Goodbye.